why leaders frame problems, because framing problems helps to set agendas, which in turn help to shape policy responses. So I'm fascinated at the way in which different countries that might have relatively similar dependence on fossil fuel will nonetheless frame the problem of climate change in a different way and produce quite divergent responses. In Germany, for example, climate change is framed, well, it has been until the global financial crisis, as an opportunity. In the US, it's been framed as a cost, as a heavy anchor on the American economy. And the same with Australia. In Norway, it's been framed as an opportunity to be an international leader in providing money for, protecting forests in developing countries. I'm also interested in the way in which leadership's related to national identity, because when a leader addresses a country, they're telling the citizens what sort of citizens they are. And so if you address a country and say, we're not going to do this because of the costs, you're telling the nation that we're a nation that worries about costs. But if you're saying, we're going to be a moral leader, you're telling the country that that's the sort of nation that we are. You want them to collectively share that vision. You're helping to create who you are in the act of being a leader. It's a performance in that sense. So because identity is a self-other thing, you have to distinguish yourself from someone else. The best way to distinguish a national identity is not on grounds of ethnicity, but on our approach to justice internationally. We are not more holier than thou, I guess, but we are understood as Australians or Norwegians, Americans, who care about the fate of others, other nations, those less privileged in the future. That's how we see ourselves. That's our national identity. And that can then galvanise support for all sorts of policies that wouldn't be imaginable if you're simply concerned about immediate costs.